Magic Cannon. Let's go, Tam! Oh, K-Now, you hot,
baby! Welcome to K9 Boxing. And you got yours truly, Cornelius K9 Bundridge, the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. That's right, the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. And we got a big fight. Yes, we have a big fight. Jake Paul versus Hasim Rahman Jr. Now, first off, if it was his first fight, we would say a big fight. Jake Paul, the YouTuber? Stop it. But now we're starting to take him serious. And do you believe, or can you believe that some are actually picking Jake Paul to beat Hasim Rahman Jr.? Stop it. The son of a legend, a former heavyweight world champ, Hasim Rahman Sr. Well, Juan Manuel Marquez said that these YouTubers, these football players, these hashtag celebrities are effing the sport up. So if anybody that will be pleased to get Jake Paul out the way, it will be Juan Manuel Marquez. And for those that's not familiar with him, he was the one that knocked out Manny Pacquiao. Remember that song? Face down, and you know the rest at K9 Boxing. So you got to remember this right here. Jake Paul is putting butts in the seat. Who you think gonna put more butts in the seat when they fight? Rahman Jr. or Jake Paul? You already know what it is. It's the man in the middle. And he might have more fans than both guys on the other side. Now, Juan Manuel Marquez has a country behind him and made a whole lot of scrap. Yes, indeed. He fought Manny Pacquiao not 2 times, 3 times. If I'm not mistaken, maybe 4 times. Who have you ever saw knock out the great Manny Pacquiao? Stop it! Well, Lopez, Manuel, he did it, y'all. He did it. Now, it's a lot of talk in this beef that when Hasim Rahman Jr. sparred Jake Paul, he was told to only use one hand because he was too much for Jake Paul. But Jake Paul said it was the other way around. He was too much for Jake Paul. Stop it! So somebody capping. And I remember the days when I was on Dexter, 12th Street, Linwood, rapping. But August the 6th, these boys gonna be scrapping. That's right. And I got, yes indeed, I got Hasim Rahman Jr. winning. Stop it! And it won't go the distance. Because if it do, Showtime gonna give it to Jake Paul. But I hope, and I'm rooting for the junior. He's just a junior of another junior. A lot of juniors in this game, boy, can fight. One of the best to ever do it was a junior. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now we got Hasim Rahman Jr. He can stop all this nonsense. And maybe the YouTubers and the football players and the basketball players might say, I'm done with it. Ain't no fun with it. My man Hasim Rahman Jr. gonna pull out the gun with it. Stop it. Let's go, champ. And to everybody that's tapping in the chat, what it do? Yo, YNB77, my man D from 313. I was just on Dexter, boy. I took pictures in front of my old house. Chase always in the game, telling these boys to like and subscribe because they sure be forgetting to do that. My man Calvin, what's up? C-Note. My dog, a real one right there, boy. You hear me? Came all the way to the city and said, K9, let's get some work. Let's spar, champ. Let's get that work, champ. And we got in there, we got down 100. Keith, it's some fights on tonight, but I ain't covering them. They on ESPN. Ain't no big fight, so I said, let's talk about the big fight. Now, you know, last year, say what you want to say. Jake Paul made $40 million. Let me rewind that. $40 million. Stop it! And he's a YouTuber. Wow. And Hasim Rahman Jr. has a chance to make some Skrilla. And if he beat Jake Paul, he can call out KSI. Or he can call out Tyrone Woodley. Or he can call out Ben Askren. He can call out me for the right amount of money. A real talk, though. Hasim Rahman Jr., a beast. And that's my young dog. Now, I bet y'all can't remember what gave Hasim Rahman Jr. a lot of publicity. Not on purpose, though, but he got a lot of publicity off something that happened. And it has something to do with scrapping. I bet can't nobody on here tell me what it is. And if you can, DM me your Cash App, and I'm going to send you $50. If anybody can tell me what happened, how did he make news before he made news tonight and when he signed the contract? Talk to me, y'all. Get at your boy. We 7 minutes and 25 seconds into the live. Somebody said his pops. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Nope, that wasn't it. That was the other junior. When Floyd told his daddy, you ain't nothing but a YouTuber. No. My bad. He ain't no YouTuber. He was a real fighter. And Sugar Ray Leonard stopped Floyd Mayweather. Not junior, but senior. But Floyd told his daddy, you ain't nothing but a cab driver. Stop it. You'll never talk to your dad like that. Kevin, good work today, Kevin. My man Kevin in the building. Fighting on one leg. Boy, he was in there sparring in the tire today with one leg. What if you only had one leg? You got to make it do what it do, champ. Don't bark if you can't bite. Arr, 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 arr. Let's go, champ. It's your boy Cornelius K9 Bundridge. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. Hashtag dogs are us. That's right. My man Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Let's go, champ. Doing home inspections if y'all need one. Tell them where they can find you at, Kev. Talk to them, champ. Yeah, Berto, I know the fights are on ESPN. But we don't want to see that. Because it's not me. It's not really worth me covering it. Not tonight, though. Not tonight, champ. The big fight, to be honest with you, is tomorrow. When they shine, not this Marquez, but Marquez Bundridge, better known as Little K9 on Instagram, Slick, will be fighting in the Golden Gloves Championship. And I got my homeboy, that's right, my other dog, Josiah. And he don't get tired because he a part of the game. Team K9, boy, you hear me? Coming to a video game near you. Ready for whatever. Hashtag dogs are us. Now, Jake Paul do look lit on this boy, you hear me? He the one standing out because in today's society, the bling bling mean you got the ching ching. And he looked confident though. Real talk. Yeah. Yeah, Morrison did get them together. Now, did you know that, or you just looked his name up and saw it? Talk to me. Now, I'm about to tell you right now, since nobody could tell me within that 10 minutes, how Hasim Rahman Jr. made news. Remember, he had that big scrap at Mayweather's gym? And I think he sued somebody from Mayweather's camp. It was a settlement out of court. So, yeah, he ain't had to fight for a minute. And if you notice, with all the experience he got, he ain't got a lot of fights. Because he doing good regardless. Remember, his daddy is a legend. And now, look. He's getting one of the biggest paydays you can get fighting a YouTuber who only has 5 fights. And they live, guess what? On Showtime. They fighting on Showtime. Man, I wish I could have fought somebody with only 5 fights. A YouTuber on Showtime Pay-Per-View. The main event. Stop it. Come on, somebody. Boy, Eden, you hear me? What's up, though? 50 Crew 2 Linwood in the building. All my dogs. We got my dogs from the whole hood. Always tapping in. Man, you know what? That's a good question right there. My man Kevin said, will the fight be rigged? But I can tell you this. Jake Paul got enough money to make some stuff happen. Because Hasim Rahman Jr. said that when he sparred Jake Paul, he was only told to use one hand and not to go hard. And he did it for the money. So, things that make you say, I'm just going to leave it at that. But I think it's more money in beating Jake Paul than it is for Jake Paul to get him money to say, stop it. A lot of people think that when Jake Paul beat Tyrone Woodley, it was rigged because he was moving his hand. And then all of a sudden he threw it. And night, Tyrone Woodley was out of there. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Nah, I don't think it's rigged. I don't think it's going to be rigged. But if somebody going to know, it's going to be a real boxer, boy. Yeah, for sure. But I can't wait. But look how fast the fight is getting here, though. I mean, think about it, though. Jake Paul was smart in saying, okay, you got to come down and wait. And after weigh in, you can't be no more than 10 pounds the weight that you actually weigh in at. So he's trying to make him weak as possible. So he won't be as strong. So he can't use that power. So he can possibly be stronger than Hasim Rahman Jr. Remember, he was already preparing to fight. He was giving it his best because he was getting in the ring with Fury. So he was getting ready for Fury. So he was already working hard, getting himself together. But Hasim Rahman Jr. was just chilling. Ain't no telling what he was doing. He probably was on top of something. You feel me? And then next thing you know, ring, ring, ring. Jake Paul wants to fight you. Jake Paul wants to fight me. Stop it. Yes. Get that bread. Oh, man. Off of it and on to it. Let's make it happen, Captain. So, yeah. May the best man win, because at the end of the day, I ain't going to get a nickel. But I will be ordering a fight, so make sure y'all tune in. We're going to definitely do the watch party live. That's right. And next weekend, Danny Garcia will be back in the ring against David Benavidez's little brother. Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. And tomorrow, I might have a little K9 live. That's right. On the YouTube channel. So tap in, Golden Gloves. If you can make it and you in the city, come to the Golden Gloves tomorrow at the Eastern Market, Ertz Warehouse, 2 p.m. Yeah, it's going to be fire. Some of the best. Who knows? You might see the future world champ in the house tomorrow. That's right. So I did, tap in with a few of my celebrity friends and told them to show up. So they're going to try to make it. One of my celebrity friends, I ain't gonna say no names, but he played with the San Antonio Spurs. He might be in the building tomorrow. Yeah. And my other friend, he was the first NBA player, to get that first big check. 6'10". He played with the Philadelphia 76ers. Matter of fact, he played with AI, Allen Iverson. So yeah, tomorrow is going down, y'all. We're going to say it like this. Let y'all know I got bars. Tomorrow is going down in Motown. Somebody about to throw down. Scream, stop it. Let's go, champ. Lil K9 Slick. That's right. And Josiah. Oh, let's go, champ. All day, Stevie J, boy, you MIA. All day, Stevie J, boy, you MIA. Man, I'm hitting bars for days. Let's go, y'all. Give my Lord Jesus Christ the praise. D'Angelo, stop it. Yeah, one right, one wrong. Nobody perfect but Jesus. Let's go, champ. Boy, we about to find out what it do for real, though. Real talk. My man Stevie J say Rodman wins. We gonna find out. Hey, listen, not that far from now. What, tomorrow, what's the day? The 19th or something? We like, what, 2 weeks away? Yeah. Hopefully. Now, I just called him. I just texted him, so hopefully he will be in the house. So I went, man, y'all said he was going. He know I'll be there. I left the word, so few of my dogs from the hood gonna be there, though, for sure. So they say. So, hey, the invitation was delivered. And I went and bought Lil K9 and the wifey and me, little Jordans, little something, just to be fresh for tomorrow, Hopefully whenever you want to get fresh, I like to go shopping a day before the fight. You know what I mean? Makes me feel good to go shop. Day before the fight. Bought him some before the victory. So I don't have to get it after the victory. Yeah, and he will get ready. He will be ready. And you just never know. His opponent can be actually tuning in, so I ain't going to give y'all the game plan. Because you just never know. There's a lot of opportunists out here, and we ain't going to fall for the okie doke. My man say, Willie Bird, what you know about all the NBA players from Detroit, champ? Lolo say, first round. Don't bet the house on it, champ. Don't do it. Save your money. I don't know about the first round, champ. This ain't being Ashkren. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. You already know. Ben had him. D Jizzle. What's up, D Jizzle? So, yeah, we just tapping in, dog. You feel me? Ain't nothing on tonight. Nothing that I want to see. Oh, man, y'all should be. Boy, I just bought this juice right here. I paid $40 for this juice. Potent, y'all. You hear me? Potency. Oh, man. You want to live a long time, you got to eat right. And you got to spend money on your health. Stop going to go buy all that bling bling and then eat pork steaks, cheeseburgers, chili fries with cheese. But then when it comes to your health, you eating chitlins and macaroni and cheese with extra cheese and hot and ready. Man, you better go get you some plant-based food. Eat what come from the ground. As we came from the ground, you got to eat what you came from. The ground. Plant-based, y'all. Spend the extra money on your health. Because if you don't, you're going to spend it on your health. Later on, medication going to cost way more than the plant-based food you can eat right now to save your life. So, yeah, eat right and exercise. Get in the gym like my man Kevin and my man Stevie J all day. Let's go, champ. Man, sometime, man, I might spend $300-400 on some food, bro. And I'm talking about my buggy don't even be filled. I spend about $600 and my buggy just be getting filled. I be walking about that boy with 2 buggies and thinking I won't be back. They be like, boy, I better not see you till next month. They see me in 2 days. I thought you said you were going to be back here for next month. Man, listen, it might be a food shortage soon, so I'm trying to stack up on all the food I can, the water and everything. I better stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You heard? Steaks will kill you. I don't even eat steak, period. Never that. Super facts, that's right, my dog. D'Angelo, my man from the 313. So back to the subject, y'all. So if y'all saw the thumbnail that we put up, Marquez said that these guys out here are playing boxing. The football players, the basketball players, the YouTubers. He said, man, you can't play boxing. He basically wants them to go away. He said that they messing up the sport of boxing. And so I kind of agree with him, but at the same time, when you don't have a union, you don't have nobody that's, making it hard for just anybody to get in the sport of boxing, man, listen, they could do what they want to do. As long as they got the plug. And if anything, you need to be getting mad at Showtime. Because Showtime signed Jake Paul because they trying to get their prescriptions up. Same thing with HBO. HBO, they got their prescriptions up where they got more people watching HBO than anybody. And now they like, I'm done with boxing. So HBO don't even show boxing no more. Nope, they done. Out of there, you hear me? So listen, it's a doggy-dog world. And as a fighter, you better get all you can. Listen, do what you can for the fans, but do what's best for you at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, when you done with boxing, listen, can't nobody sit there and help your brain from recovering from what it went through, the years and years of the trauma or the hits, all the banging and all the running. Go look at a lot of basketball players when they retire. If you go see how Charles Barkley walked, you'll be screaming, stop it! It's unbelievable. Them guys be walking, man, with their back up, inside, butt out in the air. I couldn't believe it. Like, man, that come from all that bending over, no homo, on defense. You know what I mean? Playing defense and have to stay in that same position for years. All that run up and down the court for years to get that bread. But you pay for it at the end. And them same people that was cheering for you ain't cheering for you no more because you ain't playing basketball no more. So just like a sack chaser, they own to the next. Now LeBron James the man. And his days are almost over. So all that cheering for him won't be no more. They be cheering for his son. Then the next person gonna come along. And that's just real talk. 50 crew. 2. Linwood in the house. Hashtag Detroit versus everybody. Yeah, it's on them. Do as you please and what you want to do with your life. We all got free will. It's up to you. It's your life. You got one life on earth, and it's on you. And everybody need to go on a diet because everybody talking about food on here. Food. Grievous. Let's go, champ. Yeah, I just got through eating. I ate some salmon and some pasta. And I didn't even finish the pasta. I'm going to save something for tomorrow because I don't want to be eating heavy before I go to sleep. One thing we shouldn't do, to be honest with you, is we should switch our dinner for breakfast and our breakfast for dinner. Just think about it. Why would you eat dinner right before you go to sleep when you laying down? You can't walk it off or work it off if you eating your dinner at night. You should eat your dinner in the morning while you're moving around because you can work it off. You shouldn't be eating your heavier meal when you about to go to sleep. Now, if you're a kid, you can eat what you want to eat because you're going to be able to work it off. It's going to digest. You steady growing. Hey, it's going to come out your body. But when you done growing, switch it up. Dinner should be breakfast and breakfast should be dinner. Because when you moving around early on is when you should have your dinner because you can work it off. Then when you get home, when you're not going to be moving as much, you eat breakfast because you can be able to digest that a lot easier than dinner. It makes sense. Hey, Lolo, I think that's a good move. But sometimes it takes a little time for a fighter and a trainer to gel, even if it's a great fighter and it's a great trainer. Uh-oh, 12th Street in the house. My man's boo. Who? 313. What boo is this? Is this Cuzzo? He got blocks on top of blocks in the building. My dogs. Stop it. That's right. Somebody going to sleep tonight on ESPN. Y'all ain't busy. Y'all tune in to ESPN. It's scrapping right now. I'm probably going to watch a little bit of it in a minute. Just getting my thoughts out. What if Jake Paul beats Hasim Rahman Jr.? Wow. If he do, he going to be talking slick. The man, listen, he done went and got his own belt. He got a Jake Paul belt, bro. You hear me? He got a mascot and all that. But his brother said that he broke. Logan Paul said Jake Paul broke. He said he lost a lot of money in that crypto. So, hey, who capping, who ain't? It is what it is. Okay, I got you. I got you, my dog. One love. Appreciate you for tapping in. My man Chase said, like and subscribe. I hope y'all pay attention. Pay attention, y'all. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Talk to him, Chase. Cabrera's winning. Not the one that played with the Tigers. Talk to him, champ. Oh yeah, you gotta hit me up on Instagram. K9 Boxer, so I can know exactly who this is, because I don't see your picture on this boy. Oh yeah. I can't wait, man. Tomorrow, listen, I'm excited, bro. You hear me? The sad part, though, about my son fighting tomorrow is he's going to have to fight his own teammate. You know, we are at the Jabs Gym now in Birmingham, my cousin's gym. And Marcus is from Jabs Gym. I'm from Jabs Gym. Little K9 from Jabs Gym. So, you know, we got to knuckle up tomorrow. May the best man win. Of course, that'll be little K9. And, you know, afterwards, man, we boys again. But we in that ring, it's all work. Can't be friends tomorrow. We can be friends afterwards. Stop it. Hashtag dogs are us. Yeah. Appreciate you, Grievous. Yeah, I appreciate you. Now, if Jake Paul beats Hasim Rahman Jr., will he fight Fury next? Because Fury just can't seem to get it right. Fury can't come to America. Fury can't get a passport. That's 2 fights in a row that Fury has not showed up. And his cousin, Tyson Fury, said he bet 100,000. And Jake Paul said, bet a meal. I whooped that trick. Whooped that trick. But Fury can't make it to America. Stop it. So it's over. It's over. It's over. That's right, my dog. Keith. Hashtag Team Bundridge. Hashtag Team K9. Yeah. Billy Lee. Oh, yeah, I definitely will fight Jake Paul. Called him out, but his cheerleader, Jalen Love, wasn't having it. He was, stop it. That's another story. In breaking news, Jake Paul has a video saying that I broke my back. I broke my back carrying the fights in the last 5 fights that I had. Because you mother effers can't sell a penny at a time, a penny to Donald Trump. Stop it. So what am I to do? The guy's a funny dude. The guy tried to prank me. You hear me? But I ain't fall for the okie doke. He called me and was like, hey, this is ESPN. And we want to do it. We're here to call it. We're calling you for an interview. So how's training camp with you and Ben Askren? And I was like, oh, training camp is pretty cool. It's, it's doing good. We early in training camp. So then he said, I'm going to put my in his stop it. So then they went and edited it. And Jalen Love, the cheerleader, give me a J. Give me a K. You sissy. Stop it. Cheerleader. Come on, some K9. He was excited. You see him? He was so happy. He was so happy. Stop it. Man, I done fought on ESPN too 9 times. 9 times. K9 times. I done fought on Showtime 3 times. Matter of fact, I fought on ESPN for a whole summer straight. I done fought on TV. You know how many times I done fought on TV? Jake Paul would never win a world title. I done won 2 of them. Matter of fact, I'm still in the history books right now as the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. So, cheerleader, give me a J. Give me a A. You a fanboy. You a water boy. I'm the real deal. So stop it. You're going to get yourself hurt. We call it DS. Anybody from my hood know what that means? A bark, a bite, a overhand right. Yeah, welcome to K9 Boxing. Let's go, champ. Yeah, you remember when he prank called me? See? The boy called me on the phone. Hey, well, whoever didn't know who K9 was, a million some people know now. So appreciate the free publicity. They say any publicity is good publicity. At K9 Boxing, yeah. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. That's right, champ. So, yeah, Amanda Serrano said that she would have no problem going to Ireland to whoop that chick. Whoop that chick. Katie Taylor. So we're going to see if Katie Taylor going to respond. Seems like to me that Amanda Serrano trying to get another big payday. In that fight, she got $1 million. And if she'd have won, Jake Paul said he would give her another meal out of his own pocket if she would have won. And on top of that, Jake Paul bet another meal that she would win. Stop it. But Eddie Hearn said that he would have took the bet, but it would have been a good look knowing that he's a promoter. There had been too much publicity, too much dirt, but it looked like they were scamming and they paying for fights. So, they could have did that behind closed doors, but not in public. Don't bark if you can't bite. Arr, 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 arr. And I did a lot of biting. You hear me? Trust me. I ain't talking about the Mike Tyson biting. I'm talking about with these right here, fists. With the gloves on. Hashtag glove up. Nah, I ain't fall for it, buddy. I ain't fall for it. You know, hey, I thought ESPN really did call, but I wasn't like, oh my God. Oh, ESPN. Hey, wifey. I'm on ESPN. Yeah. Stop it. Yes, I made TV. Man, come on. I've been in main event on Showtime. I done fought on HBO, ESPN. Live, I done fought on NBC. That's right, PBC. I done fought in front of 14,000 people. I was the main event when we fought here in Detroit. That's right, at the Sonic Temple. I done fought at Joe Louis Arena. Shout out to Joe Louis, one of the best fighters ever to live. Hashtag dogs of us. Detroit versus everybody. So yeah, we all good over here. What's good in the hood, D? 313. Philip. I don't know, champ. Is boxing on Showbox? Oh yeah, I fought on Showbox. JP. What it do, my dog? Yeah, I fought on Showbox. And I fought on a special edition of Showbox too. Yeah. Whoop that trick. Twice. And he a former 5-time world champion. So how many people can say they beat a former 5-time world champ? How many people can say they sparred with the heavyweight champ of the world? I can. Be what I want to be. If I try harder, then I can be what I want to be. Yeah. Stevie J, you gonna be there to support little K9? Your teammate, huh? Yeah, Floyd from Michigan. You heard? But it's a difference between Detroit and just flat out Michigan. You could be from Ann Arbor, Michigan. You could be from Flint, Michigan. Yeah, you could be from Southwest Detroit. You could be from the projects. Man, listen. You could be, it's a lot of, I'm trying to think, where's Floyd from again? He is from Grand Rapids. He's from Grand Rapids, Michigan. How long? Not long, champ, at all. Not for long. NFL, y'all, not for long. It won't be long at all. Yeah, so yeah. Man, so yeah, I know some fights on ESPN if y'all looking to actually tune in to see them. Yeah. It's a lot, man, listen, it's a lot of great fights coming on real soon, so that's a good thing. But tomorrow, that's the fight I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see my son go to work. That's what we want to see. We want to see little K9 go to work tomorrow. Appreciate y'all for always tapping in. It's been a long day. I was actually at the Golden Gloves earlier. So yeah. It's just all good. It was some good fights earlier. You know, it was some of the guys were the little guys. You know, earlier they had the guys that was fighting the 1 minute and 2 minute rounds who made it to the championship. But yeah, tomorrow it's the big boys, Lil K9. I think that he fight actually bout number 16 or something like that. He's fighting closer to the end. So yeah, He fighting closer to the end because he has a lot of experience. And the bigger boys fight later on in the day. So yeah, definitely going down tomorrow. I gotta make sure I get some sleep. Hopefully he ain't there watching the fights on ESPN. Because I want you to get focused and be focused. Very important to be focused, man. Because hey, they ain't giving you nothing. Yeah, but what a day, y'all. Boy, I just got the steam room. Your boy ain't playing. Yeah, I might broadcast it tomorrow. It's hard to broadcast it, when I'm actually in the ring, but I could. Who knows? Me! That's who! Let's go, champ. So who y'all think gonna win? Jake Paul or Hasim Rahman Jr.? Talk to me, y'all. Who y'all got? That's a hard fight to call, only because, man, it don't seem like, Jake Paul would get in the ring with somebody he felt that he would lose to. So, hey, man, we'll see. But if the Hasim Rahman Jr. I know show up, it's over. It's over. It's over. For sure. Free, I see you, my dog. Oh, man, we can do that. Oh, my boy. Oh, my boy. Let's go, Philip. Prayers up. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? If he weight drained, then, hey, it's over. It's over. So hopefully he ain't weight drained. Real talk. But he definitely, listen, real talk though, if Jake Paul wins, it's good for boxing. If Jake Paul loses, it's good for boxing. But I think if Jake Paul wins, it's better for boxing because he will still be boxing. I think one loss, especially if he lose, like I think he might lose, man, listen, that's going to be bad for boxing because a lot of these guys, who are YouTubers or really can't fight, going to be, they going to say, I can't fight. I don't want to end up like Jake Paul. I look up to Jake Paul. He just got knocked out. Like my man on Friday. You got knocked out. Stop it. It's over. Damn. Stop it. Whoop that trick. And Marquez would be the happiest man in the world. Please, YouTubers, go away. I support all my teammates. Okay. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yep, that's true. He just got stopped. That's true. The confidence can't be the same when you coming off a loss. Oh, we gonna see, youngin. We gonna see. I don't know. Everybody got their own predictions. For real. I hope it's a real good fight. One thing about Jake Paul too, though, y'all, is Jake Paul done got sharp. I mean, he didn't have 5 fights. I'm talking about on a big stage against, of course they wasn't real fighters, but they was, they had names. It was, like an amateur fight, but it was on a high profile amateur fight. So Jake Paul is actually learning on the job. And whether you know it or not, I only had 10 amateur fights. So my first 10, 15 pro fights, I was actually learning on the job because I didn't have that much amateur experience. So I wasn't ready to fight for a world title until I turned 37 years old. That's when God said, showtime. I went out there and I beat Corey Spinks. I shocked the world. And that's, and I brought the belt back to the city of Detroit. It was the last time we had a world champion out of Detroit before I beat Corey Spinks. It was 27 years. 27 years. I think it was 27 or 25, but it was 20-something years. The last world champion out of Detroit, Crunk Gym, was Tommy Hearns. And I brought that boy back to the city. So the city should be proud to this day. And I opened the door for fighters in Detroit to be able to say, I can do it. I can do it. Like Nutty Professor. I can do what I want to do. If I try harder, then I'll be where I want to be. Yeah, I watched Hasim Rahman Jr.'s last fight. But hey, they say you're only good as your last fight. So, hey, if he can beat Jake Paul, they remember him from this fight. Yeah, real mean streets. The mean streets of Detroit. The hood. I hope he is, boy, because you can't play boxing unless you Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather, who's fighting nothing but exhibitions in Dubai, making millions of dollars. And Jake Paul is fighting guys on a short notice. He's draining them, and he's knocking them out. That's what happened to Tyron Woodley. 2-week notice, bought that man a Rolex, and whooped that trick. Whoop that trick. And speaking of whoop that trick, it's the like button. So whoop that trick, which is the like button. You heard? Hashtag dogs are us, man. God is good, man. Appreciate y'all always for tapping in. Showing your dog. That's right. Cornelius K9 Bundridge. LOVE. We got y'all. That's right. When you tap in, y'all, I see we got 35,600 subscribers. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make YouTube a better place to be, especially for tapping in to see what I'm talking about, because I'm going to keep it 100. I ain't holding no punches. Anybody can get it. No holds barred. Last night, I was off the chain. I was unleashed like Jet Li. That's right. Unleashed like Jet Li. And we got. I talked about Gervonta Davis fighting Ryan Garcia. And I think Tank just on a whole nother level. But Devin Haney versus George Kambosos is gonna be fire too. And if we can get Shakur Stevenson in there with Teofimo Lopez or another fighter with a big name. Who else we got? Lomachenko. Put him in there with Lomachenko. Southpaw versus Southpaw. I want to see nothing but big fights, man. I don't want to see no more garbage. I mean, if you want to put UFC out of business, put on the best fighting the best and put some money in promotions. And guess what? We back at the top again. Even though we ain't never went nowhere, because you could say UFC number 1, you could say boxing number 2, you could say basketball number 1, boxing number 2. It don't matter. Fighters are getting paid like never before. Real talk. And if you're a boxer and you can fight, oh my goodness, you got a chance to make millions. And yeah, Tank is on a whole other level. But Ryan Garcia has a puncher's chance. And one thing you can't doubt is a fighter that's undefeated. He's only good as his last fight. In his last fight, he won. So when a fighter's never lost, you got to convince him that you are better than him. Especially when you're on the same level. Now, if you ain't been fighting nothing but bums, that's that's different. It's a difference between fighting bums and fighting real fighters. And for Jake Paul to get his feet wet, he had to fight bums early on, or fighters not on his level, because it can be to a certain extent disrespectful to call a person a bum. But if you ain't a real boxer, bum ain't a bad word to say about a fighter, who You go out there, you just drop an egg, or you go out there and you fight for the money, knowing you're gonna win. Man, so I mean, a fighter that's another fighter called another fighter a bum. It ain't as bad as somebody that is scared to get in the ring. Ain't gonna never ever in their life put on a pair of boxing gloves and box. First thing they gonna do is grab a gun. If they ain't got a gun, watch them run. Stop it! So yeah, watch your mouth when you get knocked up out. Yeah, but speaking of knockouts, I definitely think somebody going to sleep in that fight. And even though Hasim Rahman Jr. might be drained, I still think he's going to have enough to knock out Jake Paul. But hopefully he was already training because, it's a short notice. And when it's a short notice, hey, and Jake Paul already was fighting or was already sparring 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5, 6 weeks before he even called Hasim Rahman Jr. And I'm quite sure for sure somebody said, man, Hasim Rahman been drinking or he's been smoking weed. Now, I'm not saying that's really what he was doing, but somebody told him something that made him say, oh, yeah, call him. When you're a superstar or when you're a celebrity or when you got money or you're famous, you got 19 million people following you, somebody gonna give you the news. They gonna say, don't say nothing, but he ain't ready. Stop it. Snitches don't get stitches. 6ix9ine put snitching on the map. So now cats telling like never before. And they ain't doing it anonymously no more. Remember, it used to be like, you can call 911 and you don't have to let them know it's you. 6ix9ine said, I did it. Break me off something. Snitches get stitches. Not today. So yeah, Jake Paul knew something about Hasim Rahman Jr. that we didn't know about. All we see is, Hasim Rahman ready. He talking good. And I like hearing what I'm hearing from him. And I hope ain't no strings attached. Ain't nothing shady going on. And if he ready, it's going to be over. He going to beat Jake Paul. I ain't going to say it's going to be easy because Jake Paul got a lot of confidence. He got a lot of momentum. And he's sharp. He done learn how to fight. Off beaten Nate Robinson. That got him a little sharp, a little confidence. Off beaten Tyron Woodley. 2 times. Yeah, 2-time K9. Let's go, champ. He beat Tyron Woodley 2 times. Off beaten. Unfortunately, the fighter I trained being Askren. And somebody else. I can't recall. I don't know who it was. But anyway, he didn't get better, y'all. So let's see what it do. Yep. Journeyman can pull off upsets, Man, I don't know who the best journeyman in boxing probably was. I probably would have to say, what's the man that beat Ray Jones? Knocked Ray Jones out? Glenn Johnson. I'm going to say Glenn Johnson. Because he had a whole lot of losses. And of course, Roy Jones had already got knocked out. I don't think he properly let his brain rest. And he knocked the great Roy Jones out, who was never the same after the first knockout. Oh, well, we going to see. Because you say he struggled with a weight drain Tyron Woodley. I didn't see him struggling. And I didn't see him struggling. He knocked Woodley out. Stop it. It's over. That man was out of there. He did him like he did Nate Robinson. Real talk. at K9 Boxing. Sunshades, I'm with you on there. That's all I want to see is a good fight. 100. Yep. Yeah, I seen Glenn Johnson. Matter of fact, we still talking on the phone. Matter of fact, I had him on this live right here. The man that beat the man that beat the man. I know, I mean, just for publicity or because they got big names, and shoot, I want to see Will Smith versus Chris Rock. That's what I want to see in a boxing match. That's really who I want to see. Marquez, he tired of seeing YouTubers versus UFC fighters versus NBA basketball players versus football players versus fake fighters. You on with something, boy. You on with something. Barrios is not a journeyman. Former world champion in his prime. He just lost to a better fighter and Gervonta Davis. He ain't no journeyman. Yeah, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, boy. It's going down. Champ Talk. So yeah, tomorrow's going down, y'all. Y'all support. Prayers up. Little K9 in the building. Team K9 in the building. Josiah and them. Tap in, y'all. It's definitely going down. Oh yeah, appreciate you, Free. Thanks for tapping in. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button though. Well, how many likes we get? Them likes up. It's them likes up, y'all. That'll be a good one though. Logan Paul versus The Rock. I'm rolling with Logan Paul. Got more experience. He got more experience, y'all. You can't play boxing. Yep. Whoop that trick. That's right. How many likes we got? Nobody told me. Billy Bob. What's up, Billy Bob? My man's in them. Billy Bob, y'all. I'm just reading what y'all tweeting or what they say texting. That's right, man. If y'all are tapping in for the first time, y'all hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share my YouTube channel with social media. Share it to Facebook. Shoot, we almost touching 40,000, y'all. We close. We getting there. How long? Not long. It won't be long, y'all. No, sir. Oh, no, we ain't going to fight dirty because the guy you fighting, the guy you fighting is somebody that he know. We all in the same game from the same gym. Shout out to Jabs Gym Birmingham at K9 Boxing. And to everybody that's tapping in tomorrow, I appreciate the love and all the prayers up to all my dogs. These Controversy Boxing. What's up, my bro? Give a dog a bone. No, don't give him nothing but a microphone. Yep. One love, Dean's Controversy Boxing, DCB. Jake ain't winning this one. Stop it. Why you say that? Why you say that, boss? Huh? Yeah, Jake. Hey, The Rock, if he got the boxing boy, he'll bring a gang of people, man. The Rock got so many followers. I looked on Instagram. He got like 300 million followers? Man, he got way more followers than Jake Paul. We gonna see Stevie J all day. You gonna pop up or not? We gonna see. I'll be there. We from Motown, y'all. Motown, the building. The greatest city ever that produced the greatest talent of singers ever. Motown is the best town, y'all. Detroit, that's right. Motown. Talking about Aretha Franklin, Diana Ross, Michael Jackson. Come on, man. The GOAT, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye. Stop it. I could go on and on and on. Trust me. So, yeah. And we the best at boxing, too. Come on, man. Tommy Hearns. Yeah, Tommy Hearns. Yeah. Who else? Floyd Mayweather. Who else? James Toney. Who else? Chris Bird. Who else? And the list goes on and on. K9 Cornelius Bundish. Carissa Shields. I mean, man, we the best. As they say, Detroit versus everybody. Okay, yeah, no doubt. I think you said you was going to send your boys to me, too. Yep. You know where I'm at. We in a D with it, boy. We in a D with it. Yeah, Mike Tyson said give him $500 million and he'll do it. So that fight ain't going to happen. Yeah, real talk, my dog. Oh, yeah. Detroit versus everybody, boy. You already know what it is. We don't play at all. God is good, though, man. Real talk. Oh, man. Unbelievable some of the things I see, y'all. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Yeah, I just want to tap in, man, with y'all, man. You know, the fight before the fight, which is tomorrow night. Matter of fact, tomorrow evening. And then we're gonna do our thing the next day and the next day and the next day. We always working, y'all. Did some hot yoga. Did some water aerobics. Been walking and reading the Bible. Man, we've been working hard, y'all. And getting that work. Shout out to the sparring partners we've been sparring with. My little dog, D. We've been getting that work, y'all. Shout out to my dog, Alex. Shout out to Dean. You know, hopefully his people won today. They do jiu-jitsu. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know, shout out to the Golden Gloves. You know, shout out to SB, AB, OB, and I'm Nizzle. I'm Nay. Yeah. And my dog, Nizzle. Shout out to Mike. Shaisha, rest in peace to they fam. We all we got, man. Tell somebody that you mad at that you love them. Because you just never know. When it's over, it's over. So don't live with regrets. And don't hold on to anger. You know, God said, if you don't forgive, he ain't going to forgive you. You ain't got to forget, but you want to forgive because it's stopping your growth. So you don't want to hold anger. Anger makes you get old faster. That's called stress. Stress is not the best. Eat right and make sure you get your rest. And exercise. Well, you ain't going to be surprised. That's how you beat cancer. Hashtag Jesus for life. That boy right there, that boy look like he ready though. He like an underdog, but he like he ready. My man Hasim Rahman Jr. Yeah. Marquez look like a little boy. He look little though. Yeah, he used to fight at junior welterweight. But these boys fighting at heavyweight, cruiserweight, heavyweight. So yeah, they gonna be throwing bombs. Bombs for days. They going in tomorrow, boy. It's going to be a slugfest. Tomorrow at the Golden Gloves, Jake Paul, Hasim Rahman Jr., August the 6th. In September, we got Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez. Next weekend, we got Danny Garcia versus Benavidez. I mean, man, fights on top of 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 fights. And with little K9 win tomorrow, him and Josiah, they going to the Nationals. Nationals. I never went to the Nationals. But that's okay. That's okay. I won 2 IBF belts. We own it. Are you loaded? One thing about me, I was good at watching and learning. I was seek and destroy. I was kind of like Mike Tyson. They actually used to call me Tyson when I moved from my hood to the next hood. When I went to a school on it's called Noble over there on Fullerton. It's like, what's your name? I said, Tyson. Yeah, I lived up to that name, boy. You gotta live every day like it's your last, bro. You know? And don't be afraid to love your peoples. You know, ain't nothing wrong with telling your son, you know, I love you, son. And we as men, we all hard. We too hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't be soft, super soft, you know. But know how to balance it out. Know when to say, I love you, son. And know when to say, clean your room up. You feel me? If you got a girl, and yeah, Stevie J got 3 or 4 of them, it's going to bring the softer side out of you. But I hope you get that boy, my boy. Because it ain't going to take you nowhere, Jose. Can't stay angry, bro. I look younger than I am. One of the reasons could be because I don't let nothing hold me back from being happy or from smiling. Jesus for life, brother. Jesus for life. You already know what it is. So will Marquez be happy or will Marquez be upset? So Hasim Rahman Jr. beats Jake Paul. Hasim Rahman, the next picture we have on here, he'll be smiling. But if Hasim Rahman loses, then the next picture we see on here, Marquez will be mad. Might be crying. And Jake Paul went and got his own belt. I wonder when he defend that boy. And I hope, and I don't think that Hasim Rahman Jr. is going to fall for the okie doke. I mean, man, listen, Tyron Woodley, he got beat once. He's accepted that Rollie from Jake Paul. Now, Jake Paul offered you a Rolex before you fought. Would you take it? That man took it and shook it. Now, forget now, you're going to probably get $500,000. So a Rolex ain't nothing. You can go buy you $1 million of them. But tell me, y'all, would y'all have took that Rolex? That was gamesmanship. He said, "Oh yeah, he's soft, yeah." You know, he be trying to do like Mayweather. Mayweather real good too at gamesmanship too. Yeah, he got me one time. I ain't gonna lie. He said, "Ishe, yeah, K9 the champ of the world, but yeah, you making more than him." And I'm like, "Dang, he is? Stop it!" Of course, it was all cap. That boy stingy. Facts, my dog D. Appreciate it. Hard love, champ. Of course, Hasim Rahman because I know him. It's the homie. But hey, may the best man win. For sure. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. Yeah. God bless y'all, man. Until next time, y'all whoop that trick. Whoop that trick, which is the like button. Yeah, I know Hasim. At K9 Boxing. Good night, y'all.